Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good almost afternoon, everyone, as we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. It is the final day of the Prairie Farms 35th Annual Collinsville Holiday Basketball Classic. It is championship day. All the trophies will be handed out at the end of this day, and we will begin our day with the 7th place game between Edwardsville and Decatur MacArthur. We welcome you in to the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. Visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Dave Wilhelm of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch joining us on the pregame show now. And, Dave, we've arrived to championship day. Look forward to this day every year.
Yeah, we both sort of still have our voices.
Yes.
Man, you've been talking more than me, but I think I've been yapping it up with fans too much. And over the noise last night, man, I wake up today, not much there.
Yeah, well, you know.
Got to dig deep today.
That does happen. Well, because yesterday you were here as a fan. You don't get to talk that much when you're working because you got to pay attention to the games. But This time you don't.
Yeah, I talked a lot, but it was mainly a bunch of nonsense with fans and people who come up just to kibitz a little bit. But like Matt Shookman over there pointing the camera at us and laughing as he does so. But no, it was a great day of basketball yesterday, and now we're set up for the championship game tonight. Of course, all the other games before then, but the championship game tonight should be an interesting game in the rematch of last year with Springfield Southeast and Collinsville.
How do you see that game going? You think Collinsville can pull it out this year? Springfield's still tough.
They are good, and they're missing some pieces. But, boy, the word we kept talking about down there yesterday was relentless. They just are always in attack mode. And, you see some teams, they kind of tend to back off in certain situations and maybe lose some edge or aggressiveness. This team doesn't give you a chance to breathe. They're just coming at you all the time, pounding. And that's what Collinsville's going to have to be ready. They're going to match the intensity that Springfield Southeast brings, in addition to the talent and depth they have.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw last night that Collinsville matched Lincoln and did exactly what Lincoln does. They were slow. They were methodical. They kept the ball in the outside perimeter and made everybody score in the paint. When you have this Southeast Springfield team tonight, it's going to be a totally different story.
That's a great point, Todd. You can't get lulled to sleep by a Lincoln, or you can't get sped up by Springfield Southeast, which that might happen today too. Collinsville might feel the need to make a perfect play on every possession. You just got to play your game and match your guys against their guys and try to play your style and not get sucked into theirs. And it's kind of a mental game, kind of a battle of wills.
Yeah. All right. Third place game right before that features a couple of teams that came into this tournament without a loss. Now they each have one.
Yeah, that should be an interesting matchup. Rockford East just kind of, they didn't have their coach for the semifinals game.
Right.
His brother was getting married, I believe, and he wasn't here, and that team wasn't the same without him on the sideline. So and he's not going to be back today either. So that'll be interesting to see how they perform against against Lincoln. Yeah, I was looking now, I was trying to read your writing. It looked like ESL, but yeah, that'll be interesting to see how they perform against Lincoln. I think Lincoln's going to have a tough time again because Rockford East is a very fast team, and they're pretty good at attacking the zone. And boy, that the shooter they have, Sincere Parker, is really good. So we'll see if Lincoln can hang with them. It'll be a tough game for Lincoln because Rockford East likes to run, and we saw Lincoln struggle at times against Collinsville.
Yeah, consolation game has Quincy and Belleville East. Of course, we haven't seen them since day one on the main floor.
Yeah, I'll take Quincy in that game. I think they've straightened out the problems they had in the first round. They've been playing okay. They're going for the consolation, consolation championship. Seen too many games. But, yeah, I'll take Quincy in that one. Belleville East had a tough time, although they got a nice win yesterday over Fallon to get to the consolation championship. I think I'll take Quincy in that one. Quincy seems to be putting some things together here in these last couple of ball games. Fifth
place game should be an interesting one between East St. Louis and Granite City. Granite City dropped out of the Southwestern Conference for problems they had facing East St. Louis at East St. Louis. Didn't want to play them anymore, at least there. But now here they are on a neutral court meeting up for the first time since Granite City left the conference.
The whole thing will be if East St. Louis is in the mood to play. You know Granite City is going to be in the mood to play because they haven't won 3 games in this tournament probably since you and I were in our 20s maybe, something like that. It's been a long time since Granite City's won 3 games in this tournament. So Granite City might have the emotional edge in that game. Now if East St. Louis comes out with any kind of emotion, with all the skill they have, that should be a game they should win. But I'm not counting out Granite City. They play hard.
And they've already beaten the team on the floor right now.
Yep.
Edwardsville, as they get ready to take on Decatur MacArthur for the 7th place game. 2 teams that probably think they shouldn't be in the 7th place game.
Yeah, we saw MacArthur yesterday against East St. Louis, and since then they've against Collinsville, and since then MacArthur's kind of gone flat. And I was talking yesterday about they didn't look that bad of a team. They've kind of gone flat a little bit since that game. So I don't know where MacArthur is at this point.
All right, sir. We thank you very much for the visit. You enjoy your championship day, and Happy New Year to you and your family.
Okay, Todd. Thanks a lot. It's been fun.
Thank you. Dave Wilhelm of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, formerly of the Belleville News-Democrat. We love it when he joins us on the air here on the pregame show on the Kahoks Sports Network. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will fill in some more names and some more numbers, and we'll have the starting rosters for this game. This one coming up first between Edwardsville and Decatur MacArthur, and that comes your way next on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I am Todd Duke. Zach Roseman will be once again on the camera and on the scoreboard as we are getting ready for this game between Edwardsville and Decatur MacArthur. We have stats in front of us that have been compiled for this whole tournament so far, and we're going to run those down here for you in every game that we do according to the teams that are on the floor at the time. So according to this one, scoring offense, Decatur MacArthur out of the 16 teams that are here, Decatur MacArthur is 7th in scoring offense, averaging 58 points a game, while Edwardsville is just above Chicago Hansberry, 15th place out of 16 teams, averaging 48 points a game. As far as field defense is concerned, Decatur MacArthur 8th. They are allowing, they've allowed 63 field goals. I'm looking for the wrong one here. Defense, yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Decatur MacArthur 10th. They are giving up 61 points a game, while Edwardsville is 12th. They are giving up 66 points a game. From the free throw line, free throw percentage, Edwardsville is 4th. They have made 25 of their 32 free throws, while Decatur MacArthur is 12th, having hit 29 of 46 of their free throws. Beyond the three-point arc, Decatur MacArthur 8th right now out of the 16 teams, having hit about 32% of their three-point shots, 15 of 46, while Edwardsville has hit 13 of 54, and that drops them again down to 15th place in that particular category. Individual-wise, as far as points scored, Terrion Murdoch's of Springfield Southeast right now above all other players. He's scored 67 points. He's averaging 22.3 points per game. Number 6 on that list is Keon Jones from Decatur MacArthur at 17.3. No one in the top 12 for Edwardsville in that category. As far as 3 points, Malik Robinson for Edwardsville, he does crack the top 5. Matter of fact, he is 5th so far. 7 for 15, and that's good for 46%. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll pass along the starting rosters to you. That'll come your way next on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. And once again, welcome back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We are almost ready for the first game of the day between Edwardsville and Decatur MacArthur, scheduled for a noon tip-off. We are, well, about a couple of minutes away. We're having the two teams introduced right now, and Decatur MacArthur being introduced, and Callie Talafaro is one of the starting five. Same starting five that Decatur MacArthur had in the game against Granite City. It'll be Callie Talafaro, Tiandre Woodland, Caden Lowry, Keon Jones, and A.J. Lawson. For Edwardsville, they will trot out the same starting five they had against East St. Louis. That'll be Malik Robinson, Nick Hemken, Jalen Tuggle, Brennan Weller, and A.J. Robertson. Taking a look at some of the defensive numbers. I don't think we had a lot of guys from this game, but Keon Jones and Caden Lowry are 4 and 5 in the rebound department. They have 24 and 23 respectively. Jones averaging 8 a game, while Lowry is averaging 7.7. The assist, top 5, Keon Jones lands right at the number 5 spot. He has 13 assists. Terrion Murdoch's of Springfield Southeast, number 1 on that list with 24. He's 10 assists ahead of the number 2 guy. Blocked shots, the leader of that category is going to be on the floor in this game. That is Caden Lowry for Decatur MacArthur. He has 9 blocked shots, averaging 3 blocked shots per game, and Keon Jones, his teammate, is number 2 in this tournament in minutes played so far. He's played 91, and he's averaging about 30 minutes a game. So Jones getting a lot of floor time here in this tournament. Two teams have been introduced. Edwardsville is the home team. They are dressed in their white uniforms and their numbers in orange with the word Tigers written across the fronts of their chests on their jerseys. And for Decatur MacArthur, they are the visiting team at this game. They're dressed in their road blues, trimmed in a little bit of silver. Numbers are in silver, and the word Generals across the fronts of their jerseys. We are just about ready to get going here. 12 o'clock start. We had some sleep last night. Got some sleep. Got about a good 7 hours maybe. I finally got to sleep about 1:30. Woke up at 8:30. So, yeah, do the math, 7 hours, somewhere around there. A lot more than the 5 got the night before. At any rate, we are underway. Championship day. This is the 7th place game between Edwardsville and Decatur MacArthur. That'll be followed by the 5th place game between East St. Louis and Granite City. And then at 3 o'clock, we'll have the consolation championship between Quincy and Belleville East. Then we will take a dinner break and come back for the final 2 games of this tournament, the 3rd place game and the championship game. Generals off to the lead as Caden Lowry scores the first bucket here in this game, 30 seconds in to the game. 4 more. Nope, trying to get some more. There's Hemken with the rebound for Edwardsville, and Malik Robinson brings the ball up here for the Tigers. Comes in from the left wing and has that ball swatted out of his hands by Callie Talafaro, but Talafaro got a little ball and a little skin as well. So the first foul of this game belongs to Talafaro. And Malik Robinson at the free throw line, shooting a couple. First one's good. Tigers are on the board. They will have some action going on in the auxiliary gym. Matter of fact, Oakville and Chicago Hansberry getting ready to play over there right now if they're not already underway. Here from the near sideline, a three-point shot by Talifaro misses the mark. Rebound for Hemken. He gets it up to Tuggle. Tuggle over to this way for Robinson. Now to Robertson, and he takes a three-point shot. That is a little bit short. Hemken with the rebound, gets it back in, and Brendan Waller couldn't connect on the layup underneath the basket. So it stays 2-1. Here is Talifaro. Talifaro out to the top of the key for Woodland, and Woodland bounces it back at the top of the key for Lawson. Lawson over on the far side wing for Lowry. Lowry, very tall, thin guard for these Generals. He'll play some low post as well. Got that big reach for those rebounds. Doesn't have one of those power bodies that's going to block a lot of folks out of there, though, but he'll go up and get some rebounds with the best of them. Into the corner, Talifaro has it for the Generals. Picks up his dribble on the right wing, and a turnover. Nice read there by Brennan Weller. Weller comes up and gives it to Robertson. Now Robinson has it. Malik Robinson backs his way up toward midcourt. Gives it to Hemken at the free throw line. Back to Robertson. Bluffs a three-point shot. Brings it into Weller. Weller, a reverse layup. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is tipped around, and finally it falls into the hands of Caden Lowry. Lowry gets the ball up into Keon Jones. Jones pulls up just a little bit short of the rim, and his shot also falls a little bit short of the rim. Now here comes Weller, and Weller uses the glass to give the Tigers their first lead, 3-2. 5:25 left to play here in this first quarter. Cutting through the lane and making it count for two, A.J. Lawson for MacArthur. Generals back up front, 4-3. Here comes Malik Robinson. Robinson. Crossover dribble at midcourt, settles in on the wing, and then he carries the ball. 5:03 left to play here in this opening quarter, 4-3. That's our early score between Decatur, MacArthur, and Edwardsville. Here is Keon Jones. He gets the ball over to Lawson. Lawson back to Lowry. Lowry inside. Shot just underneath the rim for DeAndre Woodland. And the Generals have doubled up Edwardsville thus far, 6-3. Here comes Malik Robinson. He has a little room in the lane. That was a nice little try, but just a little too hard off the glass. Robinson with the rebound and the reverse layup also doesn't hit the mark. And now a loose ball going to be picked up by Lawson for the Generals. He'll pop it from right there, and he falls a little bit short. Rebound this time for Weller. Weller gets it up to Robinson for Edwardsville, and the Tigers bring it back towards our camera. Here is Weller. Top of the key, gives to Malik Robinson. Robinson to Tuggle. Tuggle on the left wing to the right wing for Hemken. Bounce pass into the paint. No good. Weller, three-point shot from far away and in front of the Generals bench. The Tigers tie it up on one shot, 6-6. Halfway through quarter number one. Here is Talifaro. Almost a picked off pass there by Robertson, but Jones gets it up there anyway. Now Talifaro back out to Jones at the top of the key. Jones will throw it over onto the wing for Woodland. Woodland into the paint, and a drive and a score by A.J. Lawson. And now Coach Battis wants to make a complete line change for his team. 5 players step in front of the scorer's bench for Edwardsville. 1 player steps in front of the bench for MacArthur. That is Matthews. Here is Tuggle with a little 4-foot jump shot that gives the Tigers back the lead. Or excuse me, we're tied 8-8 again. Here's Woodland. Over to Talifaro and then back to Woodland at the top of the key. 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Talifaro in front of the Edwardsville bench, trying to get it into Lowry, and that ball is tipped. Lowry couldn't quite find the handle on it. That's a turnover, and here comes Robertson, and Robertson turns it into an Edwardsville lead at 10-8. 2:45 left to play here in this first quarter. Here is A.J. Lawson. Lawson's shot won't go. Lowry tries to put up the rebound, but he's fouled on the way up. This game has a much quicker pace than yesterday's first game, that's for sure. Of course, as soon as I say that, I'm probably going to jinx the whole thing. We'll have like 5 overtime games. Here is Caden Lowry at the free throw line. Went 1 for 3 in their win over, or loss to Granite City yesterday from the free throw line. 10-9. And as I mentioned, wholesale player changes going on for Edwardsville. We'll fill you in on all the players when we get an opportunity to. Inbound pass comes in, and that is Ethan Young who brings it up. Young gets it to Jackson Weller. Back over to Young, and now the other Weller over on the far side wing. Back this way for Ethan Young. Young dribbles and drives outside the lane, takes the shot, can't get it to fall. And then the outlet pass comes all the way down to Lowry, and Lowry is bumped off of the ball by Edwardsville and Grant Schaefer. So Schaefer will pick up his foul. His first, team second. Carson Phillips also on the floor. With the ball is the newly inserted, excuse me, Jackie Matthews. Matthews gets it over to Lowry as we approach 2 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. Lowry pops it from just beyond the free throw line, can't get it to go. Matthews takes it back up, but he's fouled in the process. Third Tiger foul, second one to Schaefer. And at the free throw line, it is Matthews. Matthews hits the first one, and the Generals retake the lead by 1. And the next one, also in. Generals back up by 2. Here comes Ethan Young. Excuse me. I have a feeling we might be doing that a lot today, clearing of the throat, trying to keep the voice lubricated and get through this final day. That's a nice pickoff play there by Grant Schaefer, making up for those couple of fouls, and then he gets fouled in the chops by Lowry. And to the free throw line will be Grant Schaefer. Grant Schaefer, 6'1" senior. All 5 starters remain on the bench now for Coach Battis and his Edwardsville Tigers. First one's in for Schaefer, and the Tigers are back to within 1 with a chance to tie here with a second try by Schaefer. That one is through as well, and once again we are tied. Back and forth ties here in this game. Yesterday in Edwardsville's loss to East St. Louis, the score was tied 4 times and the lead changed 5 times. We've already had probably just as many of those here in this game in this first quarter. A.J. Lawson gives the Generals back the lead at 14-12. Little backcourt pressure being shown by MacArthur. They break that. Here is Ethan Young. He throws it up into the corner to Carson Phillips, and Phillips travels. (14-12). Generals have the lead. They bring the ball up court, and here is Keon Jones. Jones gets it over to Skylar Walker, who then finds Matthews. Matthews backs up in front of the Edwardsville bench. Under a minute to go, slides through the paint and shoots a little bit short. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville as they bring their starters back in. Here's Tuggle to Hempkin. Hempkin off the glass for 2, and once again we're tied. 40 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. Keon Jones with the ball back at the midcourt stripe. His team may be looking to play for the last shot as Jaleel Roundtree is ready to check in for Edwardsville. Don't know if he'll get that opportunity here in this first quarter. (15 seconds). Jones finally moves over onto the right wing, into the perimeter. He tries baseline, takes the shot, it's good. And Edwardsville will try to get a last-second shot off here if they can. Nope, it's picked off. Back the other way. Buzzer beater. Nope. Just missed on the three-point try by the Generals. 16-14 after 1 quarter of play in the books. We will take a break here on the Kahoks Sports Network and back with quarter number 2 right after this.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Todd Duke and Zach Roseman back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Quarter number 1 in the books on championship day of the first game between Edwardsville and Decatur MacArthur. Winner of this game will take home 7th place. The loser will drop down to 8th. And then, of course, the 9th and 10th place match is most commonly referred to as the Consolation Championship. Whoever wins that one has only suffered 1 loss in the tournament. Edwardsville comes into this game 3-8. Decatur MacArthur 4-8. And we'll get the possession arrow figured out here, and we'll realize that Edwardsville is the team that gets the ball. Here is Malik Robinson. He will inbound. What do you got, daytime duty today? Oh, and nighttime. Here are the Edwardsville Tigers. They trail by 2. We have had a numerous amount of ties in this game. Here is Weller. This is Brennan Weller as opposed to Jackson Weller. And at any rate, Edwardsville's attempt at putting some points on the board to tie fails, and the Generals can come down and extend their 2-point lead. But maybe not so fast. They turn the ball over as well. Here comes Malik Robinson for Edwardsville. Up the right side, and he loses the ball just outside the lane, picks it back up, gives it to Weller. 3-point shot from the top of the key is good. And the Tigers are back out in front, 17-16. There's Jones. Gets it over onto the top of the key now for Matthews. Matthews will then take Jones's place over on the left wing. He'll stop his dribble and throw it inside. And backing his way toward the basket is Lawson. Not a lot of room, so he passes it back out front. Here is Jones. He'll drive into the lane, take the shot, no good. Actually, that was Walker. Here comes Robinson for the Tigers in front of the Generals bench. Bounces a pass outside to Roundtree. Now over to this side for Robertson. Robertson dribbles and drives and gives it up to Weller, who then gives it back to Roundtree. Roundtree has it back at midcourt. Over onto the far side wing for Robinson. He'll hand it to Robertson on a one-hand bounce pass. Malik Robinson, right wing, dribbles to the top of the key. A pass to Roundtree. Roundtree to Robertson. Robertson takes it from the corner and gives it back to Roundtree. 1 minute, 45 seconds into this second quarter. Roundtree drives, lane opens up, he takes the shot and he makes it count. Tigers up front by 3, 19-16. 2 minutes gone here in this first half. And spinning in the lane, Lawson. He brings his team back to within 1 point. And the Tigers bring the ball up quickly. Here is Weller. Weller will give it back to Roundtree. Roundtree loses the ball. And then we have a foul as both number 12s tried to go for it. Keon Jones will pick up the foul. Oh, they're going to give it to Roundtree. Okay. We knew one thing was for sure. There was going to be a number 12 that got a foul. Back to action. Keon Jones outside the lane. Lawson. Lawson Throws it back onto the wing for Matthews. Now back to Jones. Jones, top of the key, drives, free throw line, shot, foul, and count the bucket as well. Chance to tie for the Generals here. Keon Jones at the free throw line. Jones started the day, number 6 on the list as far as points scored in this tournament. 52, averaging 17.3 a game, and he misses on his one and only free throw shot. And Tigers still out front by 1. Out and into the scorer's table. Okay, just making sure. We got scoreboard up there constantly changing. I'm like trying, that's why I haven't said anything in a while. I'm looking at our scoreboard. I'm looking at the scoreboard here in the gymnasium, and all of a sudden numbers started changing, and I think the referees are trying to make sure that they get the scorer's book right and making sure that the scoreboard is right, and now they have figured out that we are right. So the Generals are up 20-19. 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Matthews over on the far side wing in front of the Edwardsville bench with the ball. Right-hand dribble. He picks it up, bounces it into Lowry. And Lowry will give it right back to Matthews. In the corner, Smith. Quai Smith gets caught in a rock and a hard place. Ball on the ground, picked up by Edwardsville. Here is Tuggle. He'll bring it up. And a drive into the lane. Shot no good, but Tuggle will head to the line for 2. And this one's going to go on Keon Jones. That'll be his first. Team third. Tigers have 5 fouls on the board here with 4:28 left to play in this first half. Tuggle rattles it in. 20-20. Not the first time we've been tied in this game. Probably won't be the last. Tuggle back to the free throw line once again. And good. That breaks the deadlock for a moment, 21-20. Here's Smith. Loses the ball. Tuggle takes it away, takes it down, and increases his team's lead to 3. 23-20. Tigers are up. Here is Quai Smith. He pulls up over on the right wing, looking for some help. Bounces it in to Lawson. And Lawson gets his team back to within 1. Halfway through, quarter number 2. Here comes Nick Hempkin for Edwardsville. Outside the lane, takes the shot off the glass, too hard, came out the other side. Lawson with the rebound. That was a nice job by Lawson getting around Robertson after the end of that. Now Robertson may get the last laugh as he comes down after a turnover and then has that ball ripped out of his hands by Matthews, and Matthews will pick up his team's 4th foul as Coach Battis wants to trade out 5 for 5 once again. Tigers with the lead and the ball. Young throws it into Stopka. Handed back to Young. Young will give it to Jackson Weller. And a 3-point shot coming, and just a little bit short there for Grant Schaefer as a rebound try is put back up, and it rolls around for Stopka. No one could get it in on that possession, so the Generals with a chance to take the lead. Over into the side and through the baseline, and a shot no good. Edwardsville with the rebound once again. Here comes Young with a head of steam, and he flies and drives and scores. Tigers back up by 3, 25-22. Here is Talaferro. Talaferro gets it over to Matthews. Matthews over on the far side for Smith, and Smith is fouled from behind, and that one is going to belong to Carson Phillips. Carson Phillips will pick up his first. That is the 6th for the Tigers, so one more by Edwardsville, and we'll see Generals at the free throw line. Inbound pass will come in from Quai Smith in front of the Edwardsville bench. Comes into Walker, and a feed into the paint to Lawson. He takes an off-balance shot and gets it to fall. And it's a one-point game once again. Here are the Edwardsville Tigers bringing the ball up. Here's Young after almost losing that pass. Too hard off the glass. And the ball falls into Lawson all the way down to Telefaro. Telefaro gets ran into by Carson Phillips. They're going to call that an intentional foul, huh? So Phillips gets called for the intentional foul, and it's the 7th team foul. Telefaro will be at the free throw line. Shooting 2. Told you it wouldn't be the last time we were tied. 25-25. Once again, Coach Battis is going to bring all of his starters back in. Telefaro hits both of his free throws. The Generals up by 1 now, 26-25. 2:27 left to play here in this first half. Game number 1 of 5 that we'll have for you today, as opposed to 8 the last 2 days. Inbound pass. Coming in from Keon Jones, and right off the bat, a shot, but that does not fall in for Skylar Walker. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. And here is Malik Robinson, gets it to Hemken. Hemken across the line, back to Robinson. Robinson to Tuggle. Underhand pass to Hemken, back to Tuggle. Tuggle in the lane, finds Weller. Weller shot good. 27-26, Tigers back up by 1. Here's Keon Jones. Jones for the MacArthur, trying for 3, and he hits it. 2-point lead on the 3-point shot for the Generals. 29-27, we're down to the final 1:40 left to play here in this first half, and here is Malik Robinson for Edwardsville. To Tuggle. Weller hands it off to Tuggle. Knocked out of Tuggle's hands by Telefaro, and now Tuggle's caught in the corner. A bounce pass to get out of it to Hemken. And now Weller, he was left all alone. Low post, right-hand side, banks it off the glass. We're tied again, 29-29. Coming up on 70 seconds left to play here in this first half. Skylar Walker with it. Gets it back to Jones. Over to Woodland. Inside for Lowry, and Lowry is going to get called for a charging foul in the paint. Or Lawson, excuse me. 56.7 seconds left. Tuggle will inbound to Malik Robinson. Robinson will start to dribble his way up. Across the timeline. Gives it up to Weller. Back to Robinson. He'll try a 3-point shot. That one rattles across the rim, doesn't go in. Robertson with the rebound. Now Tuggle outside to Weller. Weller drives in the lane, takes the shot. He gets it despite a swat at a block by A.J. Lawson. 31-29. Tigers are now back up by 2. Here is Walker back outside now for Woodland. Woodland hands the ball off to Jones. 15 seconds to play here in this first half. Jones dribbles his way over to the right wing. Now baseline, and he loses control of the ball. Edwardsville will have a shot to extend their lead with 7.6 seconds to play here in this first half. Tuggle, set to inbound. Does so to Malik Robinson. Robinson forgot the ball. Circles, gets it, brings it up. Three-point shot blocked by Lawson, and not enough time for a return shot for the Generals, and we end the first half with the Edwardsville Tigers leading the MacArthur Generals out of Decatur 31-29. We'll take a little break here. Come back and we'll have some halftime stats to report to you in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
I'm a hot babe out jogging. I'm out making sure this stays a 10 when you drive by. You're checking out my awesome headband when... Oops. That's when you find out your cut rate insurance, it ain't paying for this. So get Allstate. Save cash and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahoks Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call 346-4884. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
And we welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We're at halftime in our first game. Edwardsville has a 31-29 lead. Here is a look at your first half stats. Leading scorer, Brennan Weller for Edwardsville. That's kind of surprising considering that Coach Battis has traded out his players a couple of times, all 5 for all 5. But Weller has 14 points. Tuggle behind him with 6, 2 points each for, Roundtree, Young, and Robertson, and Hemken, and then 1 point for Malik Robinson. And Schaefer also has 2 points. Those came from the free throw line. Leading scorer for Decatur MacArthur is A.J. Lawson. He has 12. 7 points for Keon Jones, 4 for Caden Lowry, 2 each for Matthews, Woodland, and Talaferro. 3-point range, Decatur MacArthur is 1 for 2, while Edwardsville is 2 of 7 from the free throw line. The Generals are 6 of 7, while the Tigers are 5 of 6. Rebound department, barely winning. Edwardsville 14-13, and the MacArthur Generals have 9 turnovers compared to Edwardsville's 6. And they don't have the how many ties and stuff like that on this sheet, do they? Nope, doesn't look like it. That's the piece of paper that I usually get handed up here, has that information on it. So we'll find that out a little bit later, but I know it's been a bunch. That's yeah, at least 10, I would think anyway. I could be wrong. I usually am sometimes. Just ask my wife. All right, let's look at your first half stats, and we'll be back with the second half in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I'm Todd Duke, Zach Roseman alongside as well, taking care of the scoreboard and the camera duties. We appreciate you taking your time on this Saturday right before New Year's Day to spend it here with us on the Kahoks Sports Network. We should have a fun day. First game's been pretty fun. Lots of ties, lots of lead changes. Right now, 31-29 in favor of the Edwardsville Tigers. This game is for 7th place, so the winner gets 7th place, the loser gets 8th place. That would be right in the middle of 16 teams for 8th place. We're underway. Quarter number 3. Decatur MacArthur has the ball to begin the second half. Here is Woodland. Free throw line, shot. Nope, he traveled instead. So Edwardsville will have a chance to extend their lead as the second half gets underway. Here's Malik Robinson. Robinson across the timeline toward the right wing, then reverses direction. That ball is knocked away, loose, but it's picked up by Tuggle, who gives back to Robinson, and Robinson slices through the lane, takes an acrobatic circus shot. It does not fall, but Robinson will have a chance to make up for it at the free throw line. Foul belongs to Tiandre Woodland, his second, and the first foul here in this second half. Here is Malik Robinson. Good from the free throw line on his first shot. Next shot also well. We understand that Oakville and Chicago Hansberry over in the auxiliary gym are locked up in a pretty close game as well. So nice to see Hansberry getting a little bit closer as far as the competition is concerned. There's a big three-point shot for Woodland. Inbound pass comes in all the way up the near side sideline to Tuggle. Tuggle almost lost it, got it back, and banks it off the glass for 2. And the Tigers back up 35-32, and the Generals turn the ball over on the transition. Edwardsville with a chance to extend that three-point lead. Here is Malik Robinson, 35-32. 1 minute, 10 seconds expired here in this third quarter. A underhand shovel pass to Tuggle. Now over to Hemken. Back to Tuggle. Tuggle on the left wing. Rolls it into the paint to Weller, and that ball pops loose. Here comes Keon Jones with it for Decatur MacArthur. Up to Lowry, and Lowry banks it off for 2. 1 point lead belongs to the Tigers, and a foul will belong to Woodland. It'll be his second just in this quarter, his third overall. 2 team fouls for the Generals, and Tuggle will inbound. He'll do so to Hemken. Hemken already in the front court. Picks up his dribble, almost shuffled his feet a little bit too much. Finally gets it to Robertson underneath the basket to Tuggle, and Tuggle couldn't handle it. Inbound pass from Lowry to Woodland. Woodland brings it up to the top of the key, gives to Talaferro. Talaferro back to Woodland in the right corner. He'll dribble his way out of it, back over to the wing. Now in the perimeter where he lost the ball, but Lowry comes up with it. He'll give to Talaferro. Talaferro back over to Woodland on this side. And we have a timeout called by the Generals. That'll give us a chance to thank the Prairie Farms folks. The 35th annual Collinsville Holiday Classic is brought to you by farmer-owned and locally produced Prairie Farms. Prairie Farms is the official sponsor of the Collinsville Holiday Classic. They are supplying all athletes here with chocolate milk after each game. Get on the road to recovery with delicious Prairie Farms chocolate milk. And if you would like more information on any product that Prairie Farms has to offer, simply check them out on the internet, prairiefarms.com. Oh, just 4 seconds under the 6-minute mark here. That's what we have left in this third quarter. Inbound pass will come in from Tiandre Woodland, and Woodland will get it right back from Keon Jones. Woodland just gets bumped into by Robertson. That'll be the first Tiger foul here in this half, and the first foul for Robertson. And again, opposite sides of the court. Woodland inbounds to Jones, and Jones gives it right back. Woodland on the wing. Loses control of the ball, but that's picked up by Lawson to Lowry. Back to Woodland underneath the basket for Jones, and we're going to have a foul called against Roundtree. Roundtree will pick up the Tigers' second foul in succession, and that'll be his third. Inbound pass, and immediately banked off the glass by Caden Lowry. Generals back up front now, 36-35. Here's Roundtree up to Malik Robinson. He'll drive baseline, take the shot, but nope, that shot doesn't even make it to the basket. It's swatted out of midair by Lowry, but there is Robertson with a three-point answer. Lawson. Talaferro back to Lowry. Lowry shoots and misses everything. (38-36), Tigers have the lead. 7th place on the line here in this game. 5th place game coming up next between East St. Louis and Granite City. East St. Louis is already here. Here's Robertson to Weller. Weller over to Robinson. He'll launch a three-point shot. That's also an air ball, but Robertson saves it. Excuse me. And then Caden Lowry tried to grab it, but Lowry ended up almost to the top row in this first lower bowl here of stands. Getting a little stair exercise in. Here's Robinson. Robinson over to Robertson. Back out front for Malik. Malik Robertson. Back over to Weller. Ends up in the corner. Now Weller gets a feed from Robertson. Baseline drive, good for 2. Tigers up front by 4. 4:20 left to play here in this third quarter. Woodland. Dribbles and drives, and he is fouled by Nick Hempkin. Hempkin will pick up his team's third, and that'll be Hempkins. I don't know. They're not putting it up on the board. There's a shot, though, by Lowry, and it's a 2-point game. Edwardsville with the lead, 40-38. Another three-pointer by Robertson misses the mark. Here comes Jones. Jones for the Generals, dumps it off. And we're going to have a foul. This one is going to go against Ethan Young for Edwardsville. So Edwardsville, after having no fouls to begin this third quarter, have rattled off 4 in a row. So they now have 4. Generals have 2. A.J. Lawson at the free throw line. Misses his first one. .350 left to play here in this third quarter. A.J. Lawson launches and hits that one. So he gets 1 out of the 2. Brings his team back to within 1. 40-39. Robertson for Edwardsville goes to the bench. Here is Tuggle over to Malik Robinson. Baseline shot has a lot of arc on it, but it didn't hit the mark, and there's Hempkin with the rebound. Back to Robinson. Now to Weller. Weller to Young. Young drives, shoots, and gets it to go in. Tigers back up by 3. 42-39, 3.5 to play here in this third quarter. Matthews with the ball for the Generals. Out to the top of the key for Lawson. Lawson back over to Woodland. here on this left wing. He'll launch a three-point shot from there, and that one is nothing but net. We're tied. What a shocker, we're tied. Been a bunch of those. Here's Tuggle. He drives and bounces it out to Young. Near side sideline. Young advances into the paint, takes the acrobatic shot, doesn't get to fall. And with the rebound, Matthews. He'll drive all the way. He'll take the shot too hard off the glass. Put back effort by Caden Lowry was met with a foul. That one is against Brennan Weller. That'll be his first, the team's fifth now. And at the free throw line, shot made by Caden Lowry, and the Generals back up front by one. Madison is in the house. They have the 1:30 game over in the auxiliary gym against Decatur Eisenhower. And Decatur Eisenhower's here too. They're actually, both teams are sitting right next to each other in the stands. Both shots made by Lowry gives his team a 2-point lead. Here is Malik Robinson. He'll underhand it to Tuggle, and Tuggle will skip it up the line to Jackson Weller. Back to Robinson on the wing and up inside. Now kicked back outside. Jackson Weller back over to Malik Robinson. He'll launch a 2-point shot from deep on the perimeter. That misses, and here is Jones all the way, and it rolls across the rim. Won't fall in. Rebound put back up by Lawson. It still won't fall, and now a whistle will bring another foul to Ethan Young for Edwardsville. His second, team sixth. Inbound pass comes in from Woodland, and he finds A.J. Lawson, but Lawson gives it right back to Woodland, and Woodland from the right wing, a little lob pass for Lawson. Lawson can't finish, and the rebound. Lawson stays with it long enough to get it back to Woodland. Shot from the free throw line, no good. Tip back, no good. And this time the rebound belongs to Young. He fires it on up to Tuggle. Tuggle comes in from the right side, and he is fouled by Matthews. So Tuggle will head to the free throw line for a couple. That'll be his second, team's third. Jalen Tuggle at the free throw line. First one's short. 2-point game, 44-42. Decatur MacArthur in the lead, 1:55 left to play here in this third quarter. Next one from Tuggle is good. Tigers are back to within one. Here is Matthews to Lowry. And that pass was too high and too far. Trying to find Woodland in the baseline, but Lowry overthrew him by about 3 feet. .140 left to play here in this third. That ball gets swatted out of bounds by Matthews. And we'll do it all over again. Inbound pass comes into the backcourt for Robinson. Robinson pulls up on the right wing. Underhand shovel pass at the top of the key for Stopka. Stopka throws it back to Tuggle. Tuggle back on the right wing to Young on the left wing. Hand off to Tuggle over under the corner. That is Malik Robinson. He'll pull it back and he'll throw it away. Tried to roll a pass into Weller, but now Young is going to get called for another foul. Malik Robinson tried to force that ball in down there. Couldn't get it to happen. That is the third foul on Ethan Young for Edwardsville. 7th foul as a team, so it's 1-and-1 time. Keon Jones up there ready to handle this one, and a bonus if he gets the opportunity. Young back to the bench now, and A.J. Robertson back into the game for Edwardsville. Jones at the line. First shot, no good. He won't get a bonus. And the newly inserted A.J. Robertson pulls down the rebound with a head of steam, brings it up court, gives to Malik Robinson. Robinson over on the left wing, circles back around toward midcourt, settles back in the big Kahawk Indian head logo here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Now Robertson over on the right wing. Top of the key, shovel pass, Robertson, three-point shot, short. Rebound, that belongs to Keon Jones. Jones dumps it off to Matthews. He shot no good, but there was the follow-up by Jones. And the Generals out to a three-point lead as we look at the final 20 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Here's Jackson Weller. Jackson Weller for Edwardsville. Takes it to the far side sideline where he hands the ball off to Robertson. Robertson dribbles and drives, gives it up to Robinson. 8 seconds left. Robinson rolls around, top of the key, looking to make his move outside. Can't get a shot off, and he throws it away with a half a second left. 1/2 of 1 second left on the clock. I don't know why I sat back down knowing there was like a minute and a half left in the quarter. I got to stand back up anyway. Half second, and Decatur MacArthur knows that there is virtually nothing they can do with a half a second, so we head to the fourth quarter. Decatur MacArthur Generals have a 3-point lead on the Edwardsville Tigers, 46-43. We'll take a break, come back. Fourth quarter action will come your way next on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Zach Roseman with you. Fourth quarter is here in this 7th place game between Edwardsville and Decatur MacArthur. Generals have the 3-point lead, 46-43. Here is Hemken. Hemken over to Weller. That would be Brennan Weller. Weller at the baseline is fouled. Skylar Walker picks up the foul. And Brennan Weller up trying to get his team back to within 1, and that's the start. 1 down, 1 to go. 46-44. And Weller ready for shot number 2, and he does exactly that. Bring his team back to within 1. 46-45, just underway here in this fourth quarter. Bringing the ball up. That is Keon Jones. Jones gets the ball over to Matthews, back to Jones, and now over here onto this wing, and back to the top of the key for Lowry. Lowry gets it back to Jones. Jones drives in the lane, takes the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound, tip back up once, no good. Reverse layup, good by Keon Jones. 48-45. Back to a 3-point lead for Decatur MacArthur. Here comes Weller for Edwardsville. Weller at the top of the key, cuts across the lane, backs it up, and at the free throw line gives it up to Tuggle. Tuggle takes it forward and then backs up. And a shovel pass back over onto the wing for Weller. Weller to Nick Hempkin. Hempkin drives the lane, takes the shot, can't get it to go, and the rebound belongs to Lowry, who puts it back up to Jones quickly, and then he's ran into by Robertson for Edwardsville. That is the second foul for A.J. Robertson, and the 8th foul for the Tigers. And at the free throw line, Keon Jones. Decatur MacArthur is going to be at the free throw line for the rest of this quarter. And 2 fouls away from double bonus time. First one's in for Jones. His team now up by 4, 49-45. Next shot. Rattles. Rebound. Put back up and in. And back to the free throw line will be the Generals, and this time it'll be A.J. Lawson. Nip Kempkin picks up his second foul and the team's 9th. Next one will put Generals at the free throw line shooting 2 for the rest of the game. Lawson. Good on his only effort. That puts the Generals up by 7. Inbound pass comes in to Tuggle. Tuggle bounces the ball to Weller. He cuts across the lane, takes the shot, gets it to roll. Tigers needed that. 5-point game. Generals have the lead, 52-47. 6:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here's Jones. Jones drives and fires a pass over to Matthews, who brings it back over to Bartley. Bartley into the game for the first time today. Here's Matthews. Bounce pass into Lowry, but he lost control of it. Picked up by Malik Robinson, brought up to Weller. Weller slows things down and gets double teamed on the sideline, throws it away. "60-second timeout. We will take a break. 52-47 is our score, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Todd Duke and Zach Roseman back with you. 5:44 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 52-47. Decatur MacArthur Generals have the lead. Tigers 1 foul away from putting Generals on the free throw line for 2 shots for the rest of this game as well. That could be a big difference, while the Generals only have 4 fouls on the board, so they have 3 to give before the Tigers will start shooting. Here's Jones. Over. And Jones gets it back in the corner. Dribbles his way out at the free throw line. Backs back up, gives to Lowry. Lowry dribbles and turns the ball over. Maybe. Now the ball going the other way, and now we're going to have a foul. This one's going to go against Jones. His second, team sixth. Inbound pass will come in. Young. Into the backcourt for Robinson. And Robinson moves it forward across the timeline. Bounce pass into Tuggle. Tuggle near the free throw line on the other side of the bump. Tuggle gets it back from Weller. Can't get it to fall. And the rebound belongs to Decatur MacArthur. Here is Young. Young back at the midcourt stripe with 4:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Now a turnover as Young picks it up, gives to Tuggle. Tuggle off the right side and good for two. Back to within three are the Edwardsville Tigers. Here comes Matthews. Matthews dribbles and drives and a timeout. 30-second timeout by Decatur MacArthur. That'll give us a chance to thank some more of our sponsors here. How about the Collinsville Junior Service Club? Since 1934, the Collinsville Junior Service Club has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in and around the Collinsville area. If you would like any information on any fundraisers or upcoming events put on by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, well, you can head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and you will be set. Click on events, and they'll have anything and everything listed on there. 4:23 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 52-49 in favor of Decatur MacArthur. And the Generals also have the ball. Inbound pass coming in to Lawson. Lawson gives it up to Matthews. Back to Lawson on the wing. And now into the corner. Back to Matthews. He drives, takes a shot off the glass, and gets it to fall. Here is Roundtree for Edwardsville. Roundtree brings it up, gives it up for Malik Robinson. Robinson back over to Young. Young back over to Robinson. And now a timeout called by Edwardsville. After a timeout by Decatur MacArthur, Edwardsville calls one. How about we thank some more of our sponsors? The City of Collinsville is one of those. The City of Collinsville has a Facebook page, and you can click on that for any information on any upcoming events taking place in the city. And as always, the City of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and they wish all district athletes good luck this sports season. 3:47 left here in the fourth quarter. 54-49, 5-point lead belongs to the Generals of Decatur MacArthur High School. Edwardsville trailing by 5. Tigers will get the ball as they try to chip away at that 5-point lead. Into the backcourt it goes for Malik Robinson. Robinson moves the ball forward. Bounce pass to Tuggle. Tuggle on the left wing. Bounces it onto the right wing. And now back to Tuggle. He'll dribble, he'll drive, and that ball will be smacked back into the corner for Malik Robinson. Robinson takes it from the right wing to the top of the key and rolls a pass to Tuggle, who then gets it right back from the other wing. And a popped-up ball picked off in midair by Matthews. All the way up. Baseline drive. Walker, no good. Rebound comes back out. Lawson brings it over to Jones, who gets it back to Matthews. Matthews over on the far side wing now for Lawson. Back out to Lowry. Lowry at the top of the key. Will give it up for Jones on the near side sideline. Jones turns around, gives it up for Lawson. Lawson back out to Jones. Now over and under to Matthews. Baseline drive and a shot off the glass. Good. 7-point lead now for the Generals. It's getting late. 2:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Tuggle to Malik Robinson. Robinson Dribbles and drives his way to the top of the key, behind the back dribble to himself, and now he settles in over on the right wing. And another timeout by Edwardsville. Edwardsville is going to take a 60-second timeout, so we will take a 60-second timeout right along with them. Don't want to miss this finish, kids. This one's been a very fun game from the beginning all the way till now, so we'll be back with the rest of it in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. To create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
And we welcome you back once again to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I'm Todd Duke. Zach Roseman on the camera and the scoreboard, taking care of you here at this 35th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. Championship day is here, and the first game of the day is the 7th place game between Edwardsville and Decatur MacArthur. Generals have the lead of the Decatur MacArthur right now by 7 points. 2:10 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Jalen Tuggle for Edwardsville. He drives and then tries to bank it off one of the legs of one of the Generals players, but it ends up being a jump ball, and the possession arrow not in favor of Edwardsville, so the Generals will get the ball back and try to add to their 7-point lead. .202 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass going to come in from Matthews. It does so, and he finds Walker. Walker back to Matthews. Matthews dribbles and drives his way up and gives it up to Lawson. Lawson back out front now for Matthews. Over this way for Walker. Walker trying to find and not being able to hold on to that ball was Caden Lowry. And the Tigers will try to turn this turnover into points. They trail by 7 to the Tigers. Roundtree will check out of the game. Brennan Weller will take his place. Also back into the game, Grant Schaefer. Inbound pass comes in to Young, to Robinson, and now back to Weller. Weller back over to Robinson. He'll get it across the timeline before the whistle blows. Bounce pass over here to Young. He'll drive in from the right wing, kick it back into the corner for Robertson, excuse me. And then Robertson gives it up, top of the key for Robinson. I would have figured that Edwardsville would have taken a shot by now, and now another timeout by Edwardsville. They're burning through timeouts like my daughter burns through gum. We'll take a timeout right along with them and come back and tell you about this final 1 minute and 21 seconds. And we'll do that in just a minute here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Back to action here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 1:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter, and here is Malik Robinson. Ow, man! Lowry just smacked that ball right out of the hands of Grant Schaefer right when Schaefer was ready to try a three-point shot at the top of the key. And Lowry turns it into 2 points. There's a big three-pointer for Robinson. How many timeouts does Edwardsville have left? Well, I guess they got one more left after this one. They're burning through all of them here in the fourth. That'll give us a chance to thank some more of our local sponsors. How about Metro East Roofing and Guttering, locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahawk alums, Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. Located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville, Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call at 345-5679 today for your free estimate, and you can visit their Facebook page at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. 58 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. 58-52, 6-point lead for the Decatur MacArthur Generals. Coach Battis and the Edwardsville Tigers have called about 4 timeouts in a row, trying to figure out how to climb back into this game with the little time they have left on the clock. Edwardsville has 1 timeout left, and they have 1 foul left to give before the Generals go to the line for 2 shots. 9 fouls for the Tigers. The Generals have a couple of fouls to give. They have 5 right now. Inbound pass coming in from Skylar Walker for the Generals. And he gets it into Jones, and Jones turns it over. Or, excuse me, it's poked out of bounds away from Jones by Young. And we'll do it all over again. This time it'll be Jones with the inbound pass. He'll find Lowry, and it'll go back to Jones. Jones with a baseball pass all the way down for Lawson, and then Lawson is fouled from behind by Roundtree. Oh, they're going to call it against Brendan Weller instead. That's the 10th team foul, so Generals will shoot 2 from here on out. Right now it's a 6-point lead. That's a 2-possession game. So Lawson makes this one right here, and it becomes a 3-possession game and much tougher to come back from. And he does. 59-52. 51 seconds left. Skylar Walker goes to the bench for the Generals. Tiandre Woodland comes back in. And A.J. Lawson at the free throw line. Hits the first one. This is the only game that we will have for you today that will not feature a trophy presentation at the end of it. There is no 7th place or 6th place trophy. It starts at 5th. We'll have a 5th place trophy, a 3rd consolation championship, and another ball thrown away by Edwardsville. .8 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Now it's an 8-point lead by the Generals. And the Edwardsville Tigers need to get the ball back. Here is a picked off football pass by Robertson. He takes it down, gives it to Roundtree. He'll fire a 3-point shot. That's a little bit too hard. And the rebound belongs to Decatur MacArthur. They will bring the ball back up, or try to. Edwardsville not fouling. And now a timeout called. This one is going to be by the Generals. No indication of that was a 30-second timeout or a 60-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here for right now and talk about some more of our great local sponsors. How about Chapman Trucking, LLC? Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. And that includes getting your heavy construction site equipment to your construction site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate. Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Another big shout out, though, goes to Mike's Automotive. Finally got my car back today, kids. Those of you that know me and been following us here on KHawksports.com know my car has gone through the ringer the last 3 weeks, starting with a dead battery and a bad alternator and morphing into a busted timing belt and a bad water pump, and then finally the clutch gave out. Finally got my car back today, so we're good to go. Here is Decatur MacArthur with 25 seconds left. Now we're going to have to start fouling. The Edwardsville Tigers are. This one's going to go against Young. That'll be his fourth. And back down to this end of the floor for some more free throws. East St. Louis and Granite City due to take the floor next. The fifth place game will come right after the conclusion of this one. And it's looking more and more like Decatur MacArthur will be going home with that seventh place win under their belt, as Woodland made the first one and he'll make the second one, and that turns it into a 10-point game with 23 seconds left. Here's Roundtree, gets it up to Tuggle. Tuggle dribbles and drives into the corner. Now a picked off pass. Oh, that was a nice save before the ball goes out of bounds. Players run into each other, and all the while, Jakean Matthews brings it down for another 2-point bucket. Tuggle trying to hit for three, and that ball falls down into the Decatur MacArthur's hands, and that is going to do it for this first game of the day as the Generals win 64-52. So congratulations to the Decatur MacArthur Generals. They finished in 7th place in this tournament, and right smack dab in the middle of the 16-team tournament, the Edwardsville Tigers finish in 8th place. That's going to do it for this game. We'll shut everything down and come back in just a few minutes and get you ready for East St. Louis versus Granite City on the K-Hawk Sports Network.